pleased to welcome back Michael Taluto, who is the Safety Press Officer for PennDOT's District 4, and Rebecca Ryback also joining us. She is the Education Coordinator for the Northeast Highway Safety Program. Thank you both for being here. Are we seeing more people traveling?
Oh, I would think that even AAA said there's going to be millions of more drivers out there this 4th of July. This 4th of July is going to be probably one of the biggest ones because it's possibly for some people, it's a 4-day holiday, a 3 holiday. Some people will be celebrating it on Friday, starting on Friday. Others will have Monday off. So it's going to be a holiday weekend for the public. So we just want them to be safe out there and follow the rules. And at this time, you could be riding your bike, you could do a motorcycle, you could be driving a car, or you could be riding a boat. So there's a lot of different avenues of transportation you could be participating on, and you just have to be safe. Distracted driving and impaired driving goes for all vehicles you drive, if it's a bike, a motorcycle, car, or boat. So you don't want to drink and drive any of those vehicles.
I mean, we often don't realize that people can be impaired while they're, being the driver of a boat as well, or any other type of vehicle. So we have to pay attention.
Right. Every 4th of July holiday, PennDOT focuses on boating under the influence, or BUI, just like driving under the influence, DUI. So you can get pulled over on the water for boating under the influence. And we also need to remember, there are penalties involved with that, obviously, just like driving under the influence. And we need to also remember that if you are out and you are boating and you are drinking, obviously you have to get off that boat and drive home somewhere. So it's kind of like a double whammy there, where you are boating under the influence and then driving under the influence if you don't get caught drinking on the boat. So, it is a big deal when a lot of people are going to be out on the water if the weather is nice. So we want to remind everybody that, you want to practice safe partying on the 4th of July weekend, as you would do if you shouldn't be driving while drunk. You shouldn't be operating a boat while drinking.
And so many of us have been inside because of COVID and didn't do anything for last year's 4th of July. So do you think a lot of people will be getting together?
A lot of people will be getting together, and also a lot of places are having their fireworks displays. And I know even locally, in Luzerne County, a lot of them are, where you would watch fireworks from a boat on the water. Even if it's not maybe a citywide one, they might be watching just local families that live in their area. So we do have a lot of lakes. We cover Luzerne, Wayne, Wyoming, and Susquehanna County, and District 4 covers Pike also, and Lackawanna. So there are a lot of lakes, there are a lot of rivers, so people are going to be out on their boats.
And Mike, when people are traveling, they should take breaks. And sometimes there's, even the rest stops have breaks set up for people to get free coffee. So this is important. We shouldn't just keep driving for long periods of time, right?
If you're driving a long distance, there's our rest areas and welcome centers. Usually they have the local groups out there serving coffee. So if you're driving through, take a break and support the group.
And we should always plan to go, a little early, not do everything at the last minute, Mike, right? Because that's when, we're trying to go faster to get where we're going. We should pay attention and use the 511 PA app too to help.
And construction will be limited during the construction there will be no construction from Friday through Tuesday. So during the holiday, they pull back on some of the construction and work zones. So even if a permanent work zone, you have to be careful, follow the rules of the road, and go through the work zone safely. And take your time. You don't have to be the first one at the party. Take your time. And also, if you're driving a car with your children, make sure they're in the proper child safety passenger seat. And if you're on a bike, make sure you wear the bike helmets and the proper gear on the water.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Frankie's Pizzeria and Restaurant in downtown Hazleton. For more information on their specials, hours, and where you can find their delicious tavern pizza, you can call 570-454-6000, or you can visit their Facebook page.